reason why I like history is because of a movie that I watched when I was about 15, um, called, I believe, just Alexander the Great. As many people think Alexander was gay, and he probably was. He probably likes that stuff, wherever. It's okay. Anyway, how I opened up that line then, what the hell is that? Was weird. Why I like Alexander? He was gay. Yes, that's why I liked him. Yes. No. Alexander the Great was he came from Macedonia. His father loved him, and he loved his father. But in the movie, it shows that his mother basically got like snakes, and was like, Alexander, people are snakes. They will always be snakes. Never trust them, ever, ever. No matter who they are, you can tame them for years, you can love them for years, you can feed them, and everything, and they will still bite you, and rip off your balls, and kill you, and so on. Wherever the hell. Snakes. What are you gonna do? Anyway, Alexander was confused with this because his mother hated um, his father, vice versa. Because she's like a true right of the throne and he isn't, blah 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 blah, all that crap, I believe anyway. That's what I've read and what I've seen in the movie. Um, so basically, to cut the long story short, is that Alexandria got all of his men and basically went east from where he was in Greece. So he went and after his father died, he went to go to Persia, and he basically bullied the Persians pretty much by his new tactics of warfare, uh, basically misleading the enemy and then using that to his advantage, and then basically going in for an assault on their leader. And he nearly killed him. The leader basically panicked and ran away, like the little bitch he was. Anyway, then I think he rolled into Babylon, and they're all like, "Oh, it's Alexandra, the son of Zeus and stuff." Even though it's a bit controversial, but it's not. Wherever, go with it. Um, they let him in there. He then chose a. No, he did not. Sorry, I was about to say he chose a wife there. I don't believe he did, but he might have. I'm unsure about that. But there were a lot of women there, which he did spoil in, of course, because he's Alexander and he's demigod and he's badass. Yeah. Anyway, he went to Egypt, and because of some great uh, mythological myth, I believe, was that a king would come to their land, pretty much like um, the situation in what's it called? South America with the crazy people with the awesome golden cities and stuff. The Aztecs. There we go. Like the Aztecs. Pretty much the same ideal as that. They allowed their Spain, the Spaniards in because they were riding horses and he had like white hair and stuff, and he was, I don't know, whatever the fuck. And he was white skinned, and they were all like, "Oh my God, look at him! He's white. We should worship him because that's exactly what we do. We worship white people," which is very racist, but I find that hilarious. Wherever. Anyway, so you got into Egypt. They basically went, "We praise you as our God King." Wherever, there you go. He just walked in. Um, After that, he basically made a campaign to go straight to the east, no, basically the east. He went through a lot of countries. Can I remember them? No. I just remember where he stopped, which was India. Now, this is what is really badass, right? So after years and years and years of about, I think, like 17 years of warfare, I believe, or 9. I know there's a big difference, but it's in my head. Leave me alone, alright? That's in my head. Just go with it. So, his men got really tired of him basically making them march for miles and miles without having the women there. Maybe the women were there, I don't know. Some armies made their families come with them. I don't know if the Greeks were different in this. I presume they did. Otherwise, the men would just get really restless, I guess. Unless they were just raping and pillaging, which kind of lifts the spirit up, I guess, for them. For everyone else, kind of suck, but for them, it's pretty awesome. They basically all wanted to go home, and Alexandra basically said this quote: "Let a man stand before me who has bled more than I." As he took off his armor and was like, "Yeah, look at my skin," and he had pretty much scars all over his body, which was pretty fucking dope. Just saying. And his men just like roared over him with bang the shield and stuff, epic. And then their last battle. This was meant to be their last battle, and their men went with them, and they were in a woody type area. I mean, this is in the movie, for God's sake. And they've heard of these legendary beasts, which only some people have seen. Elephants, right? Elephants. And all you hear as you stand there with your stick, with a pointy stick, right? Your pointy stick and your little shield, made of minerals. But it's got gold in it and such, and it's whatever, it's silver, and it's well, not even silver, it's iron, whatever the hell, bronze, right? I think it's bronze, probably bronze. Anyway, they've got bronze. Yeah, I don't know, bronze or the Iron Age. I have no idea. Bronze, and they're there, and they're all there, and Alexandra's out at the front, like, I'm a man, and so on. The next thing you hear is, it's like an earthquake, right? You hear in the background, like, the ground is shaking. It's shaking, right? And they're looking into the woods, and you hear these beasts, and all this stuff. It's fucking mental. And the next thing, these giant beasts with tusks, with sharp shit on it, because they've put that on them, coming out, running towards them at like 35 miles an hour plus, I have no idea, fucking fast, alright? They're going towards the men, with pointy sticks and sandals, and shield. Right? Right? What the fuck, okay? So Alexandra was like, fuck this, and just charged forward, and went straight at them, and was like, fuck this, and just like, from his spear, got out his sword, and was like, rah! And his men were like, fuck yes! Ah! And just ran in with the fucking spears and the shields and shit. Ran in, stabbed some stuff, killed them all. It was the bloodiest of his battles, clearly. And he set up a monument to. Well, he won, yeah, clearly anyway. He set up a monument to Zeus and some of the gods which he presumed helped him. Wherever. Anyway, so he does that. That's the last battle. There's been many other battles where it's been awesome. He's killed one of his best friends, so on. Just prior to this though is, I believe it was just prior, is best friend known. Was it after or before? I have no idea. Anyway, his best friend Sebastian died, which was like his friend that he knew since he was 5 years of age. He knew him since he was a child, right? It's like his brother. He died, so this is his best friend gone, right? But he grew up with many other friends, about 10 other friends, who were his generals and so on, and he knew them all of his life. And his mother wanted him to bring her to Babylon, because that's where she wanted to be stationed, because Babylon's one of the greatest cities in the world at this time, even better than Athens, and so on like that. And they have, that's basically where most civilization concluded, apart from, they say Egypt was, but that's a bit controversial. I mean, Egypt was pretty badass. I mean, some guys basically decided like, fuck this, we're in a hot place, it's, my balls are fucking dropping, I'm sweaty as fuck, okay? I'm thirsty as fuck. There's a river now, but there's like sharks. There's crocodiles in it which will bite my fucking face off. That's bad. No, I don't want to go there, right? However, these badasses were like, You know what? Raw wants me to live here, so fuck it. I'm living here, right? Basically went over to like some other village and went, yeah, fuck you. You're coming with us as slaves. Come on, bitch. Took him back. Was like, yeah, okay, now build me something. Like, how? I'm like, I don't know. If you don't, I'll kill someone. And this basically happened, I don't know. This is just speculation. My speculation is as good as anyone else's because I know just as much as experts doing this. So they will complain and bother some and go, no, this is science. This is this. This is that. I will say, shut up. You weren't there. You know shit. All you are. You were born here in this era. And shit's just there left. And you're like, where the fuck did that come from? No one fucking knows. It's just there, dude. Anyway, back to Alexandra. Alexander then returned back home to, I think he went to Babylon actually. He went to Babylon or Greece, I can't remember which. Anyway, he was poisoned. And other historians like to say that he died in the battle. I like to say that he died by his friends poisoning him after a great party when they returned. Although we would never really know because the Great Library, I think it's just called the Great Library, I'm not even too sure, was burnt down by knob jockeys who like to burn books because, I don't know, they're knob jockeys like, heretics, 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 even though these people basically ran over and killed millions of people for this knowledge and for their domain. People still like, oh yeah, I'll give up my brother and my best friends just to have this land back. Meh, meh. No, you go fuck yourself. Stop doing that. Stay where you're at. Alright, you've got this. Don't look at what you've lost. Look at what you've got. You fuck. Alright? Anyway, so his friends betrayed him like his mother said about snakes and so on. It was pretty fucking dope. And that is why I like history. There is more to it. I know I'm not very, yeah, fuck it. This is the way I like to explain it like this, alright? So enjoy it, love it, experience it, hug it, touch your face, touch it.